Welcome to Reality TV, Reality Talk, where we'll be having a discussion relating to, we are relating our topic around physical abuse donated to females, right? Physical abuse done to females. Now, guys, the reality is if it is not the adult, it's the child, right? If the abuse is not done to the adult, it's done to the child. And we have to be conscious of that fact that it is a trend that is becoming viral and we need to stop it. I do not see why females is not respected these days, but this trend of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse that is done to females must be stopped. Now, guys, I was on an app and I was reading an article, and the article was about this female that was in a relationship with a male partner. Now, guys, I'm going to read a part of the article so you can gather the information that we're going to surround the debate around. Now, guys, all right. So, a police manhunt is on for. Hold on. Let me get this bigger. Let me get this bigger. Hold on. A police manhunt is on for the boyfriend of the woman whose decomposing body was discovered in a shallow grave, right? When these acts are done, what they normally do is try to go and dig a grave instantly. No, I do not know what is in the minds of these persons, but you're actually planning out the action, right? So now, females, let's talk about us. I'm not going to say you, I'm going to say us. No, if you're with a partner, right, and you you do not love or has no emotional attachment to the partner, do not take what belongs to the person. Now, guys, I cannot say do not take what belongs to, do not take financial, right? But I'm not referring to finances alone. Sometimes we take food stuff, sometimes we take clothing, even the mere advice, because the reality is that men, once they sit down, once they are in your company, they are, if they are not receiving any benefit, they are actually wasting their times according to them, right? So once as a female you have realized that a man has an interest in you, and realize what I say man, I could have said men, because most females, they love to have more than one partners. No, I narrow it down to man. If you do not have an interest in the person, do not take their things, or do not use up their time and their space, right? And that is the thing with a lot of females, right? And I'm not going to label or name a country, but that's a thing with female. Once they know that a person is financially focused and a person has money financially, they are financially stable, what they do is use the person for that benefit. Well, female, that is so wrong. And I have seen and I've heard where persons are, they are disfigured to the point that you cannot recognize the person, because the female was using the male for financial reasons. You understand, the female knew she didn't want the man, but she used the man in order to get money, to do reasons of hair and nails, right? And clothing. So she used that man for that reason. When that man found out that that was her motive, what he did was planned her death. And believe me, it was gruesome. It was very, very horrible, right? And that should be used as a mark for females to know that. And look at it, even majority of our social media influencers have been done the same justice. Why? Because they have been using men for financial reasons. Female, it does not take much for you to be independent financially, right? I know that work is not there. I know that the government doesn't provide work, but I know that families don't help. But seek other mediums, right? Seek other mediums. And if you are not comfortable being in a relationship with a man, leave him alone. Because the thing is that let us face reality. Men have emotions. Men love to be cuddled, men love to be talked about, and men love to feel appreciated. The thing is that society states that men supposed to be strong and macho, and if a man is not of these qualities, is gay or is a fish or is weak. But men want to be emotional, right? They want to be loved, not used, right? And it goes back to saying that if you are not for the man, do not take his things, right? A lot of men, they deal with depression different from others. Men don't think at times, they only act, and it's in their acting they realize and make wise decisions. Now guys, I'm going to read the article so we can have you can have an understanding where I'm going with the conversation. Now guys, a police manhunt is on for the boyfriend of a woman whose decomposing body was discovered in a shallow grave in Westmoreland, right? She has been identified as 38-year-old, let's say Karen, and she was a farmer, right? It is reported that William was last seen alive at her home on Wednesday morning. Wednesday night, she and her boyfriend had an altercation, and that screams were reportedly heard coming from inside her house. Williams was not seen or heard from then until her body was discovered in a shallow grave. Now, the whole incident is mournful, right? This is the daughter of a mother and a father that is mourning the death, right? Whether she is known island wide or whether she's known just locally, she is just as important as anybody else, right? And let's say, a lot of males, they think last and act first. I'm of the belief that in a relationship, persons are going to have differences, right? persons are going to disagree on certain points. Well, in disagreeing, one, even though you may be in the right, you can be the bigger person and act and just agree to disagree, right? I know that you're right, and you may feel pressured, or you may feel at a disadvantage because you have your rights and you don't want to look like the lower person. But sometimes the reality is this: you have to give away your right just to calm a situation. No, my poor sister, had she done this, she would have been alive today. No, whatever caused the altercation, may it be a lesson to other females that are in a relationship. Because believe you me, this is an incident that is viraling trend, right? And we can stop woman. Even if we can't stop it, we can limit the amount of death that occurs on a daily basis, right? I have seen a situation also where males, you have to be conscious of the fact that not every female will take bun the same. What do I mean by bun? Bun is when a man is in or a female is in a relationship and they are cheating on their partner. No, there is another situation or incident where this female had a partner, right? And the partner had the audacity to step outside of the relationship and got another female impregnated. No, this female that is supposed to be at the girlfriend, right? She took the news very bad, right? And what she did, she 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 just took it that hard that caused a blow. No, if you're in a relationship and your male partner choose to be promiscuous, why would you blame yourself for this? It's not your fault. I'll repeat, female, it is not. I do not know who is listening to this, but it is never your fault. A lot of females, they will move heavens for the one they love. A lot of females, they go hard as not to be a problem to their partner, but at the end of the day, the abuse is still there. Why should we suffer in silence, right? Why should we have to bear the nail or the pins just for our partner to understand the level of love we have for them? No, I can tell you it's never worth it, females. And where we always go wrong is the fact that we settle for less. We do not value ourselves. You understand? We always try to be the one that is degraded, the one that is the victim. Why cannot we move from that tradition? If a man chooses to be promiscuous, or if a man practices promiscuosity, there is no way, there is nothing on earth that you can do to change the level of thinking of that man. What you can do is determine your actions in moving forward. And a lot of females, when you look at it, they settle for the abuse, the ridicule. I've seen where females are treated worse than animals and they still settle. Why? Why? Ask yourselves why. Am I not worth more than this? Am I not worth more than the abuse, more than the ridicule? No, females, if you're going through this level of torture, you need to exit the relationship. I have seen where there was this female, she had a partner, a male partner, right? And she was so devoted to the partner. But the partner, on the other hand, was a alcoholic. He was addicted to drinking, smoking, and when he is in that state of mind, he can be very dangerous. She, as the devoted wife, she devoted herself to her husband because on her half she was fulfilling the desires of the Lord, right? How can I fail to understand at what point as a Christian do you realize the relationship is toxic and get out of it? At what point are you going to wait until it's so toxic? I have seen in the same scenario, the female prepared her husband's dinner. He was drunk to the point that when she gave him the dinner, he threw the hot food in her eyes. And to this point, she's blind. To this point, she is blind. And the worst part of the situation is that he left her in the position she's in. He left her for another female. Now, females, look at this. How can you devote yourself to somebody and the person turns around, physically abuse you, and then leaves you to suffer? This is not your case, but you're in the same situation, and time will catch up on you. You do not know when it is your time. You understand? And your case may be worse when it boils down to the nitty gritty. You understand? Your case may be worse. And when are you going to realize this and get out of the relationship? When you're in a shallow grave? A female can only take a level of disrespect, But how much can she take? Understand this. You cannot buy love. You cannot buy respect. To some extent, it is earned. It is earned, yes, to some extent. But at the end of the day, you have to learn to treat a female with respect. And if a male, female, open your eyes. If a male is consistently plucking, they're consistently saying, you're a fat pig, you're ugly, you're worth more than that. You need to just realize this and value yourself and live. You will have persons that will not agree. But at the end of the day, baby girl, you can get a better person that treats you like a queen, like the queen you really are. Put a stop to the level of ignorance that is bottled up inside. Let it go. You are saying, I've been with a man for years. And what? And what? Look at the level of disrespect he did. Look at the level of abuse he did. Was it worth it? Was it really worth it? Understand this, There are male that will treat you far better than how you are being treated. No, it's just for you to find the best one. And if you cannot find the best one, be the best one. Be your own. Respect yourself. There's nothing wrong with being single. Be single for a while until the Lord bless you with somebody. The Bible never says seek ye first flesh. It says seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all his righteousness shall be added to you. No, females, stop crying in the dark. Stop begging God to provide that best person. Stop it. Value you. If you're in a relationship and you're a female, you do not have to be the one that will be toe to toe with the man. Sometimes we have to give ourselves the wrong. You know you're right, but give yourself the wrong. Or even just don't answer. You don't have to answer. As long as you know you are correct. Females, stop being lazy. Stop being the one to stay home and wait and earn. Wait for the man to come in and carrying money, carrying this. Start doing something. Start by making your own. Start by earning your own. A lot of females, they don't have it, yet they start from somewhere. A lot of them are farmers. A lot of them are laborers. So why do you think that you're supposed to stay and just... At one point the man is going to feel frustrated. A lot of persons, they want to be dolly, but what's the benefit? You can, especially if you cannot independently financially satisfy your needs, that someone has to be doing it, right? I have seen too many females are being taken away just for reasons that could have been controlled. You understand? There's no right or wrong. In a relationship, it's not one-sided. Let the man feel like he's correct for once. Let the man feel like he's right for once. Let him feel like he is wearing the pants for once. Respect him. That's how he's going to get the respect of the wider society. It's no hard way out, females. There is no hard way out. A lot of you females are in a way better situation than many other females, and you do not realize that. And because of that, you do not have the level of respect you're supposed to be have for the males. Some of these males are so stupid, God help them. They'll just never learn. But on the other hand, females, a lot of your lives are being lost because of greed. There's nothing wrong with being natural for a while. There's nothing wrong with being natural and simple for a while because it looks good. A lot of you wanna love the hair and the nails and God knows what. But at what cost? It is costing a lot of females their lives. And is that worth it? No, it's not worth it. Value yourself, ladies. Right? At the end of the day, a lot of you, because of the altercation, because of the fights, a lot of you are being placed in shallow graves. Lives are being taken. Right? Now there's this other scenario where you have the meal, right? You have the meal, and the meal is a lot of money, right? So I've seen where females they love sugar daddy, right? Right, but there's this case where this female had a sugar daddy, and this sugar daddy had a wife. No, the wife keeps complaining to the girl, leave her man or her husband alone or whatever the case may be, but the girl still insists on doing that. And you know what the wife did? The wife went, met the girl, and took her life. No. Alright, so the female had a sugar daddy, and the sugar daddy had a wife, right? So the wife told the female that she should leave her man alone. She insisted on doing so, and as a result, the wife attacked her and stabbed her many times. Right? A lot of these incidents that I'm talking about, this was done the starting of Christmas. Now, had these females had been conscious of what was taking place, they would have still been alive for Christmas, right? No, females, the onus is on us, right? There was this female where she she was messing around with a wife's husband, right? And whenever time the wife is coming home, she would evacuate the house. But when the wife was coming back, no, when the wife was coming home, she would leave the house. But as soon as when the wife leaves the home, she would come in and spread her bed and make herself welcome. And whenever she knows the wife is gone, she come back. When the wife a come, she gone. No, the wife knew all of this because somebody started talking. So the wife knew all of this now and planned. So what the wife did, she booked her ticket, she came to the place, she came home, right? And said she spent her time and she booked the ticket, said she'll leave. And she did not. She what she did was give the husband the impression that she's gone. No. By the time she first said, oh, the female reached in her house long time. So what she did was she went to the house, knocked on the door, pretended to be the husband. No, this female, she come out nice and look all sexy, ready for the husband. When she look, is the man woman was standing right in front of her. And what happened after was very gruesome. Now, females, let us think differently now. Let's think differently. It's Sexy Jana tuning out. Toodaloo.